Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a spring bee nail design. So of course we've got some yellow, this one's called Curida from Madam Glam. We also have some white from Nail Nails. We've got a black from Nail Nails, and also we'll be using a velvet matte top coat. And very quickly, I actually didn't include in the video. I think I forgot, and then mid-filming I realized that I needed it and went running for it. I am also going to be using a nude shade from Madam Glam, and it's called Food Coma. If you're a regular on my channel, you already know what shade that is because I use it honestly, just all the time. So that's the shade that we're going to use in a second as well. So right now I'm applying our background colors. So we've got two nails that are going to be fully white. We are going to have two nails that are that nude shade. This is the one here. And then the very last nail, the fifth nail, is going to be an ombre. And we are going to ombre yellow and nude together this time. I was considering the three-way ombre, but I ended up picking just the yellow and the nude, and I'm actually quite happy with it because when you combine the whole set together, it looks really nice together, so that's really good. Once I finish this first layer, I will pop it into the lamp, and then I will continue and do another layer off camera. So that'll be done off camera, you won't see it, and then when I come back with the nails done, we'll be able to start with our design today. So everything that I'm doing today is hand done. We've got quite a lot of charms and crystals going on actually, and we've got a combination of almost two the same designs put together, if that makes sense. So I'll get to it in just a second, but basically we've almost got two nails that are very similar to one another, the other two same thing, and then that middle one, which is going to be our ombre nail, we've got a little crystal placement thing I made up. So here it is, everything's got two layers, and it's time for some nail art. So using my nail art brush and the yellow that we used or showed you earlier, I'm going to do these heels or half circles, just only around the tip of the nails. So we're doing two on the sides and then one at the bottom, and then you want to color them in. So it's almost like maybe fields, or I don't know how you want to look at it, but you want to color them in. And then the yellow that I'm using today is very, very opaque. It's amazing for nail art, so I didn't feel the need of having to do two layers, which is nice because it saves you a lot of time when you've got gel polishes that are very opaque and work amazingly when it comes to nail art. So big old tip and bonus here with the Madam Glam gel polishes, quite a lot of them are just like this. So very good for nail art, especially if you do like color blocking and stuff like that, when you're like really into nail art, you know, when you do characters and stuff and you have to color block, like this is honestly the company you want to be trying out. So again, on the other nail, we're going to do the exact same thing. So this is our first set of two, basically almost identical. We are switching little things here and there, but they're very, very similar to one another. And these designs are really cute too. If you wanted to do like a press on nail set and literally repeat that exact design across all the little nails that you're working on, it would look super, super cute. I've been considering big time. I don't know if I'm going to do it, or if I do, I don't know if I'm going to film it just because it is quite repetitive. I might maybe do like a little short of it on my hand, but for the time being I haven't done it just yet. But if I do, I promise I'll upload a photo somewhere or a video or something so you guys can have a look. So now onto the white nail. Both white nails are going to be the same, and I'm doing two lines here, and then I'm going to do a couple from one side to the other, from right to left. And basically what I'm doing here is creating squares. So we're going to do this square pattern, and then once I complete the square, I'm going to color in the boxes. So we're doing ourselves like a little coloring book. And I'm going to, so if I color in one of the center boxes, then I'm going to not color in the ones next to it, if that makes sense. So we're going to do white, yellow, white, yellow. So here it is. It's quite, you have to be quite gentle and delicate with your brush because I'm usually very fast with everything in life. So it was a bit difficult to be gentle and slow. Of course, the video is sped up, so it might look like I'm going really fast, but I wasn't. Just because I got the boxes very, like, just as I wanted them to be. So I was trying to do my absolute best to not ruin them, well, as much as I possibly could. I think there was a moment maybe or two where I did slightly go over, but yeah. So you want to repeat it on the other white nail, and this is going to work as our background to some bee charms that I've got. And it's so funny because at the time of buying these bee charms, which was I reckon like 2 years ago, guys, I got them and I never actually used them for till roughly now. And maybe I made a set last year-ish, but you could say from last year really I finally got a chance to use them. And again today, and maybe even I've already done a set with these charms, who knows, but I've just been so drawn to bee nails recently. I think this is my second set, or maybe even third this year already for bee sets. So everything has been cured, and now using a dotting tool and some yellow, I'm going to do this kind of like elongated little dot anywhere on the nail that you want, but I'm trying to not make them too identical, so I have placed them into different areas of the nail, but making sure that's on the nude part of it, and then it's going to go into the lamp for a cure. And now using the black that we placed down on our palette earlier, I'm just going to do these slanted 3 lines on the bee part, like almost to do the outline of a bee, the bee stripes that everybody gets, or all the bees have. And then at the top there, I'm going to do the wings. So my method was to do these lines and then make them thicker, although I don't really think it worked that well, to be honest. But I tried my best. In theory, it kind of looks like hearts, so you could do the 2 dotted method of doing a heart and then just connect them all together. Up to you completely how you're going to do it. And you want to again repeat on the other nail, of course. And then I believe I pop it into the lamp just because I'm always so worried I'm going to knock something. So just a quick cure just to make sure I don't budget, ruin it or anything like that. And now we can hop into some whites. So with the white, we're going to do 1 flower on, well, each of those nails, or each of the 2 nails that we've got going on there. So just with the dotting tool, I'm doing 5 dots, and then I'm just going to connect them to the center with a line, and then connect the sides of the dots to that line too, and I'm just repeating that across each petal. And then once the petal's done, I will go ahead and cure it. But before I do that, I will grab a dotting tool with a smaller end and just scatter a couple of dots around the nail, which you will see in just a second. Then it will go into the lamp. But after it comes out, which is something I didn't actually include in the video, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it stopped the recording mid filming or something, but I do then grab the smaller dotting tool and I place a yellow dot in the center of the flower. So that's something that I didn't include, but you will see when I start top coating the nail, you notice that there is a yellow dot in the center of the flower. But here is the other nail. So of course with the flower on the first nail, I did it on a little bit in the center, a bit more to the right, but on this one I'm doing it a bit more to the left. Just, it's such a, such a small little thing that you change, but especially if you were to recreate this nail, let's say in particular across all 5 of your fingers, then you'd want to switch a little something here and there, just so it's literally not a complete replica. Popping the bee a bit higher, popping it a bit lower, on the right, on the left. It really makes a difference, even though the design is basically the same, but it really makes a difference. So here are these little dots that I was talking about, just scattering them around, doing 3 clusters. Some are just 2, some are just 1, just all around, nothing too crazy. I'm hoping this video is quite beginner friendly, hopefully, and anyone can recreate it, and especially since you're doing it all by hand, so nobody needs any specific plates or skills of stamping or stickers or anything. So at this stage I'm going in with a top coat, so I'm using my matte top coat from Madam Glam. I will go all around the nails, trying to be careful and trying to really I'm working quite precisely with my matte top coat with these nails, just because some areas had more gel polish than the other, of course with the nail art, so I was just trying to make sure everything was nicely covered. So I was taking my time with the top coat and really rubbing it in there, making sure it's going all around the little designs and everything that we've created. It will then go into the lamp, and the last part of our nail design is just crystal placements, but it really elevated the whole design and really nice to put it together. I absolutely love crystal placements. I am obsessed. I feel like anybody who's into nail art, I feel like your love for nails just keeps growing. So at first it was like hand painting and stuff for me, then I got into stamping, and then it was like crystal work, and now it's kind of, I really would love to do crazy 3D acrylic art and everything. I just feel like every day, if you ask me, my love for nails keeps changing, and just wanting to do new things and getting into other things and trying new products and everything. I just love nails so much. There's just so much to explore and try, and different techniques to learn, and it's just so great. And especially when you start doing YouTube or TikToks or creating content, it just adds another layer of love to nails and being able to share design, speak to you guys. It's just so lovely. I absolutely love nails. So I've placed the 2 bees on the squared pattern nail, and it's gone into the lamp. Now here I'm just placing a couple of crystals together to create a crystal placement, which you will see now. I do have all the discount codes in the description for you guys to check it out. I also do have a link for Quidco if anyone's interested. It's a cashback website, which completely for free. You can just sign up using my link, and for the once you get your first £5 cashback for your shopping, you get yourself £15 for free just for using my link. So definitely check it out, and you're also helping out the channel, which I absolutely appreciate big time. So with the crystal placement, I'm almost finishing up there. I am just placing a couple of smaller crystals next to those larger ones just to finish it up. And then off camera, I do actually pop a couple of caviar beads in between. I didn't include in the video because I wasn't too sure I was going to do them, but once the camera was shut off and I placed it into the lamp and it came out, I just felt like it was missing something, so I did end up popping some caviar beads in there. And then once those bee nails are out, I'm just going to pop a couple of tiny little AB crystals scattered around or across the squared pattern nails. So exactly where I'm placing the rhinestone glue gel right now is where we're going to place it. The rhinestone glue gel I'm using today is from Macart. I've been using it for forever, actually. I never talk about the rhinestone glue gel. I've had it for years. I mean, not that specific one. I think it's my second tube now. I depot it. It's the Macart one in the tubes. I depot it into this black container, and it's so much nicer. I just feel like I've got more control over how much rhinestone glue gel I'm picking up rather than it being in a tube, because you always end up pressing too much and way too much comes out and you just don't need it. So I prefer it this way. So I always depot it, which is, you know, better for me. And a little tip if you guys are also feeling the same way. And sometimes these bottles break, so it's good to have a little container at hand in case it does break. You don't want to throw it away, so you try and save it as much as you can. Because that's kind of what happened to me in the first place, actually. So here's just me finishing it up. It's going to go into the lamp, and here are the final results. They are so cute. I love them so much. I hope you guys like them too. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys.